Dean's here. Hopefully that rink finally freezes.
People can hardly wait to get out there.
Question while we're going back and forth, the IRS rate has actually gone down?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I checked on it just to kind of make sure, and there it was.
Okay.
Dean's here. Hopefully that rink finally freezes.
All right, we're back. We are live on YouTube and we are recording. I would like to move that we adopt the Recreation Department resolution, and I will read that right now so that everyone understands it. Whereas the town of Pine Plains has had for many years a recreation committee appointed by the town supervisor with the advice and consent of the town board. And whereas the recreation committee has functioned in an advisory capacity only and serves at the pleasure of the town supervisor and the town board. And whereas the town board has determined that it would like to reorganize the functions and composition of the recreation committee. And in order to provide the town board with sufficient time to evaluate the function and composition of the new recreation committee, the town board determines that it is in the best interest of the town to dissolve the current recreation committee and not at this point appoint any new members to the same at this time. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the current recreation committee of the town of Pine Plains is hereby dissolved effective January 1, 2021, and be it further resolved that the town board will be taking the necessary steps to evaluate the function and composition of a new recreation committee in the near future. Could I have a motion to accept?
I make that motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Rory had a second, and we should do a roll call. I don't think Judy's. Hey, Judy. I don't think she's got a mic on her computer. Okay.
Supervisor Cloud,
Aye.
Councilman Jones,
Aye.
Portals,
Aye.
Trace,
Aye.
Dick.
Matt, you muted.
Hey, I'm sorry. I got Brian baby.
All right, he's in. All right, thank you very much.
People though, Dara, that now is the time. If you have an interest in joining the rec committee, please submit a letter of interest.
Right?
Because we are going to be setting it up with a term limit system. So it will be a rotating thing. So if anybody has an interest in joining the rec department, please submit a letter of interest to the town board supervisor or Mike Cooper.
Right. Did you hear me say we have about 12 letters so far?
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
And we are planning to recreate this committee at the next meeting.
Workshop meeting. Yep.
Meeting.
That'll be the 18th, by the way, which is Martin Luther King Day, but I'm hoping everyone can come. All right, that's wonderful. The next motion I would like to make or ask for is an adoption of the 2021 salaries.
I move that we adopt the listed 2021 salaries.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Could I have a motion? Actually, let me read. I'm going to read the liaisons. And nothing has changed since last year. So the board liaisons are as follows. Board of Assessment Review, Sarah Jones. The CAC is Rory Chase. Recreation is Matthew Zick. Planning Board is Sarah Jones. And the Zoning Board of Appeals is Rory Chase. Department liaisons. The Justice Department is Sarah Jones. The Fire Department is Matthew Zick and Rory Chase. Highway Department is Don Bartles. The Assessors Department is Don Bartles. The Water Department is Don Bartles. And Town Engineer is Don Bartles. The Library is Dara Cloud. Insurance is Dara Cloud. The School District is Matthew Zick. Town Clerk is Sarah Jones. Town Attorney is Dara Cloud. And the Town Police is Dara Cloud. The order of succession, Don Bartles, Sarah Jones, Rory Chase, and Matt Zick. We need a motion to accept this.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Um, Now we have the reorganization appointments. And I don't need to read these aloud, I don't think, but they, I can just read the changes, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I have 2 copies that came through. Is there a difference?
2 copies. Judy's is the one, did she send you one?
Well, I have 2. That's all I know of. So I'm just looking at 2 in front of me. The main difference is go down to the Registrar of Vital Statistics and you see Judy S. Harp. On the other one I have, that's spaced over to the right. So, you know, it's a different,
Yes, it may have been that in converting to PDF, it got all whacked.
okay. But I have it, okay, that's the TBA is still there for the board assessment review.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so they are the same then.
yes.
I think maybe that for the public, they should be read,
Okay,
just so that they know what we have.
okay. Supervisor, okay, chairperson to the board is Supervisor Dara Cloud. Deputy Supervisor is Don Bartles. Clerk to the board is Judy Harp. Registrar of Vital Statistics, Judy Harp. Marriage Officer, Judy Harp. Deputy Town Clerk and Deputy Registrar is Madeline Defoe. Tax Collector, Eileen Tiabury. Budget Director, Dara Cloud. Secretary to the Supervisor, Alice Hanback Nuccio. Bookkeeper to the Supervisor, Corinna Frenzel. Attorney to the Town, Warren Raplansky. Town Engineer, and the Water Engineer, Clark Patterson Lee and Ray Jerkowski should be on there. Buildings and Grounds is Robert Lee Kaus. HMEO in charge at the highway is Michael Coons. Secretary to the Highway Superintendent is Karen Pineda. Clerk to the Water Department is Deb Phillips. Chairperson to the Assessors is Rich Diaz. Secretary to the Assessors is Linda Wisdo. The Board of Assessment Review Chair is to be announced. We are looking for that person. If you're interested, come to Town Hall. Board of Assessment Review so far is JL Hoffman and Patrick McMurray. The Code Enforcement Officer is Drew Weaver. Zoning Enforcement Officer is Drew Weaver. Justice Court Clerk is Marianne Lennon. Court Clerk is Patricia Ramos. Town Prosecutor is Carrie Yamashita. Police Officer in Charge is John Hughes. And our Police Department Patrol is Michael Lawson, Steve Camburn, Michael Beliveau, and Mark Parada. Animal Control Officer is Rich Prentice. All Hazard Mitigation Plan Rep is Rich Prentice. Our Recreation Director is Michael Cooper. Assistant Recreation Director is Kelly Nielsen. Recycling Center Attendant is Gerald Parliament. Planning Board Chair is Michael Stabile. Planning Board Secretary, Tricia Devine. The Planning Board, the Deputy Chair is Vicky Sirocco. And the members are Ken Macarello, Steve Patterson, Kate Osofsky, Richard Hermans, Peter Salerno, and the alternates are J.L. Hoffman and Ethan DiMaria. The Zoning Board of Appeals Chair is Scott Chase, and the Zoning Board of Appeals Secretary is Tricia Devine. Zoning Board of Appeals is made up of Margot Jackson, Carl Baden, Marie Stewart, Mike O'Neill, with an alternate, Amanda Zick. The CAC Chair is J.L. Hoffman, and the CAC is Joan Franzone, Rachel Greenfield, Vicky Sirocco, and Susan Willett. The Town Historian is Little Nine Partners Historical Society. The Town Board monthly meeting date is the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. The Town Board workshop meeting date is the Monday before Town Board meeting at 7 p.m. The Planning Board meeting date is the second Wednesday of the month. The Zoning Board of Appeals meeting date is the fourth Tuesday of the month at 7:30 if needed. The mileage reimbursement, the IRS mileage reimbursement went down 2 cents to 56 cents per mile. The courier fee remains $35 per trip plus the mileage. Our official newspaper is the Millerton News. We have 2 official banks, the Bank of Millbrook and Salisbury Bank. And we need to create authorization for the supervisor to enter into contract with the Pine Plains Library for services, and authorization for the supervisor to enter into contract with the Pine Plains Veterinary Association for services with our dog control. Could I have a motion to accept the reorganizational appointments?
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Now, do we need separate motions for the authorizations for the supervisor? Or did we cover it in that particular?
Well, I read it as part of the organizational appointments.
Okay, so
And the only thing I want to add to that is our Board of Ethics. So these are volunteer board appointments. I think, yes, everything is the same. And this would be Hollis Bart for a 1-year appointment ending in 21. Frank Voles, that is also a 1-year appointment ending in 21. And Doug Hart, whose appointment ends in 22. Originally his was the 3-year, Frank Voles was the 2-year, and Hollis Bart is the 1-year revolving. And Susan Crossley is the alternate for 1 year. Could I have acceptance of the ethics board?
Move we accept the board.
Second.
All in
aye,
favor?
aye.
Aye. The only other thing I wanted to kind of point out is that we set the dates for holidays. We have 10 official holidays and 2 floating holidays. So we followed the county on this and just created the county holidays. So there's nothing kind of surprising in this, except the 4th of July is on the 5th of July. And let's see, I don't think there's anything. And then Thanksgiving is one of the floating holidays, the day after the 26th. And that is it, unless anybody has something else to talk about tonight. Great. All right. So at our workshop meeting, we will be discussing the changes in the recreation department. And then we won't vote on it that night. We'll vote on it at the town board meeting the following Thursday. And I believe we might have some highway things to talk about at the workshop.
But we're not addressing the sewer study.
No, I
That's fine.
believe,
We're gonna wait on that.
I think we should wait on that,
That's fine.
study it, talk amongst ourselves, and then we'll invite them to come talk to us
Good.
at a later date. If there's nothing else, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
I move-
Second, or whichever.
Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right.
Stay safe.
Great to see you. You all look different in the new year.
We're into a new year, 2021. Yay.
Here we go. All right. Thank you.
So long.